Welcome to the Milk and Cookies podcast. This is the super amazing podcast that's absolutely everything to do with the sport of American football and absolutely nothing to do milk and cookies. My name is Alex. I am joined today by Anthony and Leon today, and this is our second 2021 NFL draft episode. This one is our complete 1 through 32 mock draft. We are using the Draft Network. Just so everybody knows, this is no trades. Everybody keeps their pick. We know this is almost next to impossible to happen because there's always trades. So please just keep that in mind before you tell us that we're wrong. So let's get right into that. Anthony, you want to kick us off with the first overall pick?
Clear as day, Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be taking Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. He's the best quarterback available in this draft, best player available. He has the perfect attitude and perfect body fit and player scheme to fit the role to be the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback.
Understandable. All right, second overall. The New York Jets will select Zach Wilson. As much as I don't agree with this pick because I just don't think Wilson's all that, he is the one quarterback that does fit the Jets' new scheme, and I do believe Robert Saleh, the new head coach, can try to get a little bit out of him. So the Jets will definitely be taking Zach Wilson at number 2. Leon, number 3.
Number 3, we got Justin Fields out of Ohio State. When you look at that division as a whole, they have a bunch of scrambling QBs, and I think this would be a nice QB to add to that division.
It would certainly make the NFC West interesting. Anthony, number 4.
We got the Atlanta Falcons taking Kyle Pitts, tight end out of Florida. Atlanta, they finished 4-12 last year, and they're looking to rebuild and bounce back to be up in the winning column. So this is a good pick for the Atlanta Falcons.
It's a pretty solid pick. Got to get a superstar tight end.
Give Matt Ryan some more weapons.
Exactly. Number 5, Cincinnati Bengals are taking Penei Sewell out of Oregon, arguably one of the best and highest rated offensive tackle spots to ever hit the NFL draft. This guy is surely going to provide an anchor to let Joe Burrow not get hit as many times, and hopefully he doesn't go down with another ACL injury, but we will see. But yes, Bengals are taking Penei Sewell at number 5.
At number 6, the Miami Dolphins will be taking Jamar Chase, man. I can't wait to see him put on his hat like that and, order that jersey. I have nothing to say about it. He's the best receiver in the draft, and we're ready to bring his talents to South Beach. Let's go.
At number 7, the Detroit Lions are going to be taking Jalen Waddle, wide receiver out of Alabama. It's clear as day. The Lions need wide receiver. They need weapons for Jared Goff. It's just they're in that rebuilding stage, and Jalen Waddle is the best receiver to get for the Detroit Lions.
Makes sense. All right, number 8, the Carolina Panthers are taking Trey Lance, quarterback of North Dakota State. Let's just be honest here. Teddy Bridgewater is not the future for the Panthers. I don't care how much money they pay that man. He is just a placeholder quarterback until they find somebody else. Trey Lance, I feel, is going to be that guy. He's probably the lesser of the top 4 quarterbacks, but the fact that the Panthers are getting him at number 8 without having to trade up is still a pretty good steal, in my opinion.
All right, number 9, the Denver Broncos, right? So Mekhi Parsons getting drafted to the Denver Broncos. He's used to the cold weather. He's going to love playing in Denver, and he's a force to be reckoned with. Watch out for him.
Especially with Von Miller kind of getting a little bit old. He's kind of getting towards the end, so if they can get Parsons to develop like that, it'll be gigantic.
Oh, yeah.
At number 10, Dallas Cowboys, America's team, hate to say it, are taking Patrick Surtain II, cornerback out of Alabama. I believe Patrick Surtain's the best cornerback in this draft, and the Cowboys need secondary help big time if they want to compete. Their secondary last year was atrocious. When I say that, they let up way too many points. The game against the Falcons, they let up 30 plus points. They're trying to not have that. So the Patrick Surtain will be a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys.
Understandable. Number 11, the New York Giants are selecting probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest steals of the draft. Devontae Smith, wide receiver from Alabama, the Heisman winner. The 175-pound wide receiver who's really small, really nimble, but my God, is he a freak of nature. The fact that he's leaving the top 10 and hitting the Giants, I think that's probably going to be the biggest steal. That man is a top 10, maybe even a top 5 talent, and any team is lucky to have him wherever he goes.
At number 12, we got the Philadelphia Eagles selecting J.C. Mr. Horn. He might be the best cornerback in this draft. I'm going to be honest with you. He killed the pro day. He killed the film, and he's going to kill it in the NFL. Watch out for that guy.
At number 13, the Los Angeles Chargers are taking Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle out of Northwestern. Rashawn Slater is the second best offensive lineman in this draft, and they're going to need protection for Justin Herbert, so Herbert doesn't get out-sacked as much as he did his rookie season.
Understandable. All right, number 14, Minnesota Vikings taking Elijah Vera Tucker, the highest rated interior offensive lineman, and that man is just an anchor. I compare him, he, in my opinion, in this draft is the equivalent of a Penei Sewell, but on an interior line. That man is definitely going to help keep Kirk Cousins, who I still think will be the quarterback, anchored for the Vikings, and hopefully, do better than, 7-9? Maybe they'll actually do something this year.
All right, at 15, we got the New England Patriots taking Mac Jones. When you look at this take right here, it's like when Tom Brady was drafted to the Patriots, to back up Drew Bledsoe. Well, you got Cam Newton there, and Mac Jones will be the backup. And then when Cam Newton leaves, just watch out for that guy, Mac Jones.
Freak of nature.
Freak of nature.
At 16, the Arizona Cardinals are taking Najee Harris, running back out of Alabama. Najee Harris, hate to say it, is the best running back in this draft, and he's going to give that offense of the Arizona Cardinals so much talent. He's going to just watch out for Najee Harris. He's a good running back. I believe he's going to be Rookie of the Year this year.
Yeah, maybe the Cardinals will actually get a good running game that they've had in the first time since God knows how long, Obviously, Kenyon Drake, who was a former Dolphin, is not all that good. All right, number 17, the Las Vegas Raiders are taking Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle from Virginia Tech, the third highest rated offensive tackle. Now we're just getting nitpicky here. I mean, between the latter half of the first round, it can go anywhere. So starting here, Raiders are definitely going to get an offensive tackle just to shore up that line. They lost Trent Williams to the Patriots. Not Trent Williams, the other one, Brown. You right, Anthony? Yeah, Trent Brown. Yeah. Probably an anchor that they lost, so they're going to try and fill that spot again, especially hoping to help out Derek Carr throw a little bit better and maybe actually make him prove himself in the NFL.
All right, man. I think I'm getting lucky, but I keep getting my picks, Miami Dolphins. So at number 18, the Miami Dolphins will select Mr. Pay out of Michigan, man. This dude on film is disciplined. He's big, and he just brings that discipline we need on the Miami Dolphins, and that's what we're looking at, building a defense that, they're disciplined and stuff like that. So he's a freak of nature. He's going to bring some talent.
At number 19, the Washington football team, or other words, Washington R words.
Washington football team. Washington football team.
The Washington R words. They're taking Tavon Jenkins, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma State. The Washington football team needs an offensive line to protect Ryan Fitzpatrick, one of the oldest quarterbacks in this league. And Tavon Jenkins is going to be the fourth best offensive tackle to go off the board for Washington football team.
Understandable.
Yeah, especially if poor Fitzy might break a bone.
He needs one more Pro Bowl for Hall of Fame, I think.
He needs a Pro Bowl. He hasn't reached one yet. So let's try to get Fitzy to a Pro Bowl so he can make Hall of Fame, please. That would be fantastic for the entire
That would make
NFL.
my year.
Number 20, the Chicago Bears are going to be reaching for the fifth highest ranking offensive tackle, Samuel Cosmi out of Texas. Hey, you're going to draft a quarterback? Nah, they already got Andy Dalton. You want to get a wide receiver? Nah. They told Robinson that he's stuck there anyway. So you get the next thing that they need, give him an offensive tackle. Hopefully Andy Dalton will go back to his glory days of what he used to be in his rookie year with the Bengals. Maybe the Bears might shock the world, go 10-6. Reach the playoffs. You never know, but they're certainly going to need to shore up that offensive line before moving forward.
All right, with the 21st pick, we got the Indianapolis Colts. They're taking Caleb Fairley from Virginia Tech. So I'm kind of up and down about this pick, to be honest with you. He sat out a whole season, which I believe he could have played because of his draft. He says he's better than he's ever been. So I kind of want to see him play cornerback with the Colts. They got a good defense already, but he'll be a nice addition.
For sure.
At number 22, the Tennessee Titans are selecting Greg Newsome the second best cornerback in this draft out of Northwestern. Tennessee Titans, clear as day, they need They need secondary help on their defense. They just need secondary help because they didn't really sign anyone in free agency that was secondary help or just anything that they needed. So I believe Greg Newsome II is the best pick for the Tennessee Titans.
Well, they also lost Jackson as well, so they're definitely going to need to shore up that skill position for sure. Number 23, the New York Jets will be taking another position that they desperately need. They desperately need a pass rush. You can't rely everything on a big man defensive tackle Quentin Williams. Almost forgot his name. So with that pick, they're going to be taking Ezekiel Ojulari, the edge rusher out of Georgia. This man is, and I think we've said this multiple times, but this man really is a freak of nature. Guy's gigantic. You can't stop the man. He's not necessarily on the faster side, but he's certainly a wrecking ball. So yeah, it's that guy.
All right, at 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take Eric Stokes out of Georgia. Man, this is the fastest cornerback in this entire draft. He ran a scorching 4.25. You look at his highlights, nobody's really going to beat him, man. I'm telling you, Eric Stokes, watch out for him and check his highlights out. He's a beast.
That man ran a 4.25.
Pro day, yes.
Wow, okay.
Freaking nature. At number 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars are taking Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota. Rashad Bateman, clear as day, is the pick here because the Jaguars need weapons for Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, you could also argue to say that he could take offensive linemen, but I don't see them taking offensive linemen until the later rounds. Clear as day, you need weapons for Trevor Lawrence to make the Jags good. You need weapons, you need protection. So I say Rashad Bateman is the answer at 25 for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Number 26, the Cleveland Browns will be taking Jalen Phillips, the edge rusher out of Miami. As a Miami fan, I know all about Jalen Phillips. That guy came from the West Coast, got an injury, was sent to Miami to hopefully revitalize his college football career, and that's exactly what he did. Him and Gregory Rousseau was probably one of the most dynamic edge rushing groups out of the entire NCAA. Not last year because Rousseau sat out, but the previous year, 2019-2020 season. That edge rushing tandem is probably one of the scariest things in the world. Phillips racked up 10 plus double-digit sacks, and man, is fast. He's crazy. I'd call him like a skinnier J.J. Watt without the injuries, if I had to say anything like that. But yeah, he's for sure going to go to the Browns. Him and Myles Garrett are definitely going to be a wrecking crew.
Yes, they will. At 27, you can go.
No, you go.
Leon, it's you.
At 27, the Baltimore Ravens, we got them selecting Kadarius Toney from Florida. This guy right here is a playmaker wherever you put him. And I feel like the Ravens needed another receiver with losing Snead in free agency. You put him, he's a little bit bigger than Marcus Brown, so he could take on a couple of blows. So you got them two next to each other with Boykin out there and now Sammy Watkins. Lamar Jackson has another weapon he can look up to.
28, hate to say this as a Bucs fan, but the New Orleans Saints are taking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, linebacker out of Notre Dame. He's the best linebacker there is in this game. The man is a freak of nature out of Notre Dame. And Notre Dame's a good school for football, and the Saints lost their whole defense basically this year. And I believe this pick will change the Saints defense, and he will be the answer for the New Orleans Saints.
Just the thing to base off that, Jeremiah Owusu is probably one of the most versatile, dynamic linebackers to hit the draft. The man can rush, he can do pass coverage. Not really a master of all. He's a jack of all, but a master of none. I'd say he's pretty good for both, but there's not necessarily one that he's better with. So right back into it, the Green Bay Packers at the 29th pick will definitely this year for sure take a wide receiver. You know how disappointed Aaron Rodgers was last year when they drafted Jordan Love, as you recall. He was not happy with that pick on draft night. So finally, the Green Bay Packers will make Aaron Rodgers happy and select Terrence Marshall Jr. from LSU. I wouldn't rate him as the highest rated wide receiver. He's certainly a fill-in. Put him in at wide receiver number 2, number 3, and he will definitely produce.
So at 30, we got the Buffalo Bills going on the edge. Jason Awu, is that how you say his name?
Away?
Away.
Away.
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah, he's
Let us know
another
in the
Penn,
comments.
he's another Penn State guy who went up the boards because he was with Mekhi Parsons, you know, and he showed his side. He came to play every time too, so he's a good guy to add to the Bills with their discipline of defense. I like him.
Penn State edge rushers are dynamic and scary. But yeah.
Indeed. Penn State makes good football players. Out of 31, the Kansas City Chiefs select Liam Eichenberg, offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. Another Notre Dame product going off the board, but this is a great pick for the Chiefs because they lost their two key offensive linemen this offseason for cap issues. But I believe the Kansas City Chiefs restart here and say Liam Eichenberg is their future offensive tackle. It all starts with the offensive line.
For sure, for sure. And
I
to round
agree.
out the first round, this pains for me to say this.
You want me to say it?
No, I don't want you to say it. I'd rather me say it, so it sounds less bad in my brain. The Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, home of Tom Brady and the Wonder Boys, with the 32 pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, they will be selecting Christian Barmore, the interior defensive lineman out of Alabama. Honestly, there were so many guys that we could have picked with the 32nd pick. There was still Travis Etienne on the board. There was still Javonte Williams. Those are two running backs. But the thing is that we had some huge deliberation about this pick. We just don't see the Bucs taking a running back this early, honestly. I mean, you guys still got Fournette. You still got Jones. I mean, running back isn't the biggest need, honestly. Vita Vea, I'm not entirely sold on him. I remember him getting drafted back in 2017.
But he was also he
18,
was injured this year,
2018.
so
Well,
that played a little bit.
That's also a problem if he's had a history with injuries. Didn't he tear
Yeah.
his ACL in his rookie year?
Yeah, that was in practice though.
Yeah, but he still tore it. He still got
Still
injured.
injury bug.
Injury prone is bad enough, and the fact that their
Anyhow.
other defensive lineman is Ndamukong Suh, who is old for a defensive lineman, especially 32, 33. He's reaching. He looks like a teenage.
And he just
mutant.
had a kid too.
Yeah, and he also looks like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, but that's another story. But yeah, they're definitely going to need some young talent on there. Somebody that's not injury prone and somebody that's definitely going to be on the team for a bit. So yeah, Bucks are going to take Barmore as the final pick. And let's just stop there. Now we're all back and happy again. So that is our 1.0 mock draft, 1 through 32, no trades involved. Maybe we might do one where there are trades involved. That'll probably be later, not right now. That'll round up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what we did wrong. Tell us what we did right.
Let us know who your favorite team is and what you want us to talk about them.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Just let us know in the comments. We'll try to see if we can do a little bit of everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, we'll definitely see you soon.